This movie also involves a lot of cash. What is the most cash that you have had on you at one time?
um
Hey everyone, it's David Stark from Watcher Pass. Today I'm very excited to talk to Jocelin Donahue, the star of The Last Stop in Yuma County, which is coming to theaters and digital on May 10th, 2024. I'm going to talk to her right now, and while you're watching, if you can like and subscribe to this channel, that would be fantastic. I'll a lot. Thank you. All right, so thanks so much for joining me today. I've got Jocelin Donahue, someone I've been wanting to talk to for years, ever since I saw her in Off Season. Now I finally get to see her in another wonderful indie film, The Last Stop in Yuma County, which is coming to theaters on and digital on May 10th, 2024. It is a tense Western 1970s style thriller that has a fantastic cast, a really great sense of style, and a lovely building tension throughout. Jocelyn does a fantastic job in it, so I'm very excited to talk to you, and thanks so much for joining me.
oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you,
Of,
David.
of course. So, how'd you get involved in this film? How did you kind of get the I don't know, title role, or not title role, but like the main role in this movie?
Well, I Francis reached out with the script, and the script is just highly impressive. The second I read it, I knew he had something special there. It really had great characters and punchy dialogue, and this, like you say, a building ratcheting up of tension the whole time, and a lot of unexpected surprises too. And when Fran reached out, Richard was already attached, and he was also talking to Jim at that point. So once I knew that they were going to be involved, that was a huge draw. And also the chance to work with Mac Fiskin again, our DP, who both Richard and I had worked with on Off Season, which was a big draw.
That's awesome. And I talked to Francis earlier. I think he actually wrote the Charlotte character specifically for you. He said he had you in mind when he was writing. I don't know if you knew that already, but it makes sense that it would call to you because it was perfectly crafted for you.
Yeah, he did. He has told me that, and of course, it just means so much. And so, it's an honor and a gift to have someone be thinking of you for a role like that.
For sure. And so given that the role was, written for you, kind of, molded for you, did you have to do anything to kind of like get into Charlotte's character, get in her head, or like build her out? I'm sure you did, but I'm curious, like, what did you do? Did you go like, work at a restaurant? I'm not sure. Did you?
Well, I have worked at restaurants in the past, so yeah, I had that lived experience. What's funny is that also my mom was a diner waitress at Howard Johnson's. I don't think they're around anymore, but they were like a roadside diner in New England around this time period, like late 70s, early 80s. So I was thinking about her and thinking about her look and also like the outfit, the costume, the uniform of a diner waitress was fun to put together with Alabama, our costume designer, because that's kind of like a historic look that really hasn't changed like since the 1930s. So yeah, just putting on the wardrobe and being in the space, and of course thinking about her backstory, and these were all things that Francis and I worked on together leading up to the shoot.
And maybe also talking to your therapist to relive that past, food service trauma to like really dig back into it so you can be ready.
Yeah, luckily I was never held hostage as a waitress, but
So I was going to ask, which was worse, like your past food experience or this experience? I assume maybe this one would have been worse, in the grand scheme of things, but I don't know. I don't know how bad your past food services were.
no, yeah, this if this was real, this would have been the worst.
Yes, it would have been an eventful time, specifically. So I know it's an indie film. I know that there is always budget issues. How much time did you actually get to spend, like, filming and also getting to know the cast? I guess you kind of meet them throughout, but did you get to work with any of the characters before you got on set, or how much time did you get to actually have on set for this movie?
I think the shoot was 18 days total. And we did have a few days, Francis and Jim and I got to talk and rehearse a bit. I did have some time just talking, getting to know Francis ahead of time, which was great. He's a lovely person to be around and has great ideas. And then I had worked with Richard on Off Season. I just love working with him. He's so talented and such a kind, serene human being, and but also can be so scary and subtly menacing in this movie. And yeah, just there's so many actors in this that I'm just huge fans of. So to get to spend time with them, hear about their stories, to work with Gene Jones was amazing. And I had worked with Alex in the past, and I was dying to work with Barbara. Someday I'll have a scene with her, but just all these people that I love and respect. It was so cool to just get to hang out with them on set.
Yeah, you were in Barbara's Ambit, and I think you probably saw her at the premieres at least, so you got that. But yeah, that sounds like a fantastic ass. And again, I agree with you on Richard. He is such a lovely person. I was able to talk to him earlier, but he always gets these sinister roles, and I guess he does a fantastic job. But it's almost a shame that he doesn't get more like lovely light characters to play. But
Yeah, I know. I want to see him be the sweet dad or love interest, because
some
he can do anything. He's an incredible actor. So
yeah, exactly. Someday, maybe he'll be in a horror movie where he gets to kind of like flip the tables, maybe. Who
yeah.
knows? And I know that this was Francis's feature debut. It's a wonderful film. It's a brilliant film. I've heard nothing but great things about Francis. What was it like working with him? I know that you all were very experienced, and this was Francis's feature debut. What was it like working with him? Did you kind of have a general sense of what was going on? Did you kind of, was there anything that he learned from you? Anything you learned from him?
He's he's such a skilled director and visual storyteller and a great writer. He was great with the actors, and he brought together this team. I think he's just a magnet for these types of people that are just great craftspeople and super passionate about what they do, really talented, and then also just lovely human beings. So it was just a great environment. And he just has like this relentlessly alive, like exuberant sense of storytelling. So it was just awesome to see him in his element. Like he was very like confident and assured, and had great ideas, was very prepared, had answers for everything, and but was open to collaboration. And on a small movie like this, like, everyone is there because they care about and believe in this project, and it all comes because we believe in Francis. And he just really had such skill and confidence, and I can't wait to see what he does. It's just unbelievable that this is his first film.
Agreed. I saw this and I was like, this is amazing. I looked back and I was like, this is his first feature. Like I wish I was as talented in my first time doing something, anything, as he was in this movie. Like that is just
Yeah.
such a testament to his ability.
I mean, I think he definitely like cut his teeth on, his short films are also just so well executed and have such a great sense of style and control, and music videos as well. But yeah, he's a constantly like curious, passionate person, and a great leader.
And he has really great friends because one of his friends sold his house to finance this film. So,
I know, we're so lucky that James believed in Francis before any of us. He's everybody here is doing this because it's a labor of love, and the fact that James sold his house to let us do this film is just, he's amazing. Yeah, amazing human being.
yeah, I mean, I have some very good friends. I don't know if I have that many friends that are that good of friends, but it's a testament to Francis's ability and James's character. So I know we have limited time. I'm going to switch to the lightning round. They're just lightweight questions about the film. I want to see how your personal experiences map to things in the movie. You can feel free to skip any of them. I will not be offended, but I try to keep them very answerable.
Okay.
First question: how many knives do you have?
I have a lot of knives. I love to cook, and I just bought one in Japan. Actually, that's really cool. I probably have 10 knives, but I have 5 that I use constantly.
Excellent. And they're all, I assume, very sharp, multi-purpose in case you ever need to use one for defense. They'll be good to go.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Perfect. Have you ever actually been to Yuma County, Arizona?
No, I haven't been to Yuma County. I've been to Arizona, but not Yuma County.
All right. I was going to ask you, have you worked as a waitress? You have, so that's already there. Have you ever run out of gas?
No, I'm paranoid about running out of gas, so I always fill up. I never let it get past, a quarter tank.
And probably much more paranoid about running out of gas now after seeing this movie and seeing what could possibly happen, right? This movie also involves a lot of cash. What is the most cash that you have had on you at one time?
I mean, I guess like in waitressing purposes, like I did work at some like very high end, like nice restaurants in New York City. So I guess like maybe at the end of the night, I would have like thousands of dollars of cash, like pooled tips, maybe.
All
Maybe
right. Yeah,
like that.
that is impressive, and that is, I guess that makes sense, right? You're getting paid in cash. You're gonna pool it all together.
Yeah.
Francis and Richard both said $10,000 for different reasons, but they both had $10,000 on them at one time. I'm waiting to see if someone has like an insane amount, but we'll see if we
Yeah,
get
you got
there.
to keep it under the IRS limit, right? Or
Exactly, and
whatever.
you also don't want to broadcast that you have a lot of
Yeah.
cash on you on the
Yeah.
internet.
What a
So
question.
Yeah, and so when do you get home? And yeah. All right, this movie also involves doing a crossword to kill some time. Are you a crossword person?
Yes, I mean, I don't actually do crosswords a lot, but I love trivia and word games, and yes, I haven't been in the practice of doing crosswords, but I do. I like word games.
Perfect. And this also involves a lot of coffee. How do you take your coffee? Or maybe you don't drink
Black.
coffee. Black,
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah, nice, good black coffee.
Perfect. With a secret message on it or no?
Yeah. Help, SOS.
And the last most important question, have you ever had rhubarb pie?
Yes, I love rhubarb pie. I like to bake, so I've made many a strawberry rhubarb baked good.
So everyone I've talked to has had rhubarb pie and I've never had it. So it feels like something I need to like try at some point because
You should. And actually now is the season, like spring, summer is rhubarb season, and it's a short window. So go find yourself some rhubarb pie.
all right, I will get to baking and I will get to that. But and the last question, this film is coming out on May 10th, 2024. You're out promoting the movie, getting the word out, letting people know about it. But I'm sure you have other projects on the horizon. So after people see you in the last stop in Yuma County, go back and see you in off season. What can they expect next from you?
Well, I'll have to let you know in the future. There's a few things percolating that hasn't been announced yet, but this summer hope to be working on some cool projects. So
All right, so look forward to those. Make some rhubarb pie and check out The Last Stop in Yuma County coming to theaters and digital on May 10th, 2024. This is The Star, Jocelin Donahue. It is a fantastic movie. It is brilliant. It is definitely, a first accomplishment for the director, Francis Galluppi. You should check it out and look for his and her work in the future. I was very excited to talk to you. This was fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
thanks, David. Thanks for your time.
That was Jocelin Donahue, the star of The Last Stop in Yuma County, which is coming to theaters and digital on May 10th, 2024. It is a wonderful, tense, Western-style 1970s thriller that has a fantastic cast, a really great sense of style, and a wonderful sense of tension and character development. It is a really good one. Make sure not to miss it, and Jocelyn does a fantastic job in it. If you like this interview, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.